Well, developing tonight, the effort to get everyone off Pelican Island after a barge crashed into the bridge connecting it with Galveston Island. It's a situation KPRC2 has been monitoring all day.
First responders being very careful tonight to make sure the damaged bridge does not collapse underneath the people who need to leave. So KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is on the scene right now tonight, tracking the newest developments. Let's check in with him right now. Bryce.
Daniela and Keith, the bridge is open to cars leaving the island, but not anyone who lives here. They can only walk across to get what they need. Tonight, there's also concern about high tide pushing the barge even more, creating potential additional structure concerns for this bridge.
They're closing down the bridge.
The Pelican Island Causeway shut down just before 10 a.m. Wednesday after a 321-foot barge broke free of a tug and slammed into it. Two deckhands forced from it as large pieces of concrete and railway crashed down.
After advising that there's fuel oil leaking into the water.
Carrying 30,000 barrels of vacuum gas oil, described by a chemical engineer as pre-processed crude oil that eventually becomes gasoline or diesel, officials estimate up to 5,000 gallons leaked, forcing a 6.5-mile closure of the Gulf Intracoastal Waterway.
That's pretty significant. That's going to impact commercial maritime and pleasure maritime traffic.
Vehicle traffic also backed up as hundreds estimated to have been on the island tried leaving the only way possible. Officials warning they may not be able to return. At one point, crews noticed shifting in the railing and concrete. They had to shut the bridge down completely before eventually reopening it to let cars exit slowly, one by one. Some waiting 5 hours to get off the island, while others, like this Texas A&M student, couldn't even get there.
I'm just going to have to hope that the bridge reopens soon. I have pets over there and all kinds of stuff that I kind of need to get.
The U.S. Coast Guard and state officials now investigating reports of pollution, but the full extent of the damage isn't known.
I'm concerned like the environmental impacts of the oil spill. I'm really hoping that they can get that cleaned up soon because that's not going to be good for the fish or the birds.
And TxDOT tells me the oil has to be cleaned up, then the barge removed before divers can inspect the bridge pilings and ultimately assess the current structural integrity of this bridge. But an economist at Rice tells me that this is nothing like the Baltimore bridge collapse. There is, of course, expected to be a local economic impact for the people who live and work on this island. Tonight, we have tried reaching the company that owns that barge. We have not heard back. And of course, the cause of all of this is still under investigation. We're live in Galveston. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.